Beyond the Gates spoilers for Tuesday, May 13 indicate that Eva Thomas will plead for her mother's forgiveness, while a memory will haunt Martin Richardson. Plus, the Dupree family will attempt to reclaim their power by making a bold move. So it's time to talk about what fans should expect from Tuesday's show. From the sounds of it, Eva will meet Leslie Thomas and make one final effort to win her mom back. In the aftermath of the Dupree family backlash, Eva will start to see why her mom was so bitter where that family and Nicole Richardson are concerned. After all, during the Monday, May 12 episode, Eva stumbled upon Anita Dupree and Danny Dupree at the local bar. Eva was getting food, while Danny and Anita were getting a drink. Danny lured Eva to the table under the pretense that they wanted to make amends, and things seemed to be going well until Anita made it clear that thanks to Eva's role in blowing up Ted Richardson and Nicole's relationship, she would never be considered a part of the Dupree family, ever. Eva got quite emotional after Anita said this, so it looks like she'll turn to the only person who has ever been there for her, which is Leslie. With that said, it sounds like Leslie will reject any attempt to reconcile with Eva, so the young woman will likely spiral even further during Tuesday's show. She'll feel incredibly alone, so here's hoping she also runs into Ted, who may ensure she knows he's there for her. Across town, BTG spoilers indicate that Martin's eerie secret will begin to unravel, so it sounds like fans will inch closer to finding out what he, along with his grandparents, Anita and Vernon Dupree, are so desperate to keep under wraps. Since the show hit the airwaves in late February, viewers have been perplexed about what Martin did and the Dupree's role in covering it up. Even Bill Hamilton got pulled into the hidden scandal, so it'll be interesting to see what piece of the puzzle the show will reveal. It's been said that if Martin's secret came out, his career and family life would be ruined, not to mention the fact that Anita and Vernon would be left scrambling to clean up yet another Dupree family scandal. Martin is known for having violent dreams in his sleep, something that has been a sore spot in his marriage and a source of concern for his husband, Bradley "Smitty" Smith. What did Martin do? Fans may find out during the May 12 episode. Speaking of Anita and Vernon, they'll attempt to get back to where they once were by heading to the Fairmont Crest Country Club and doing something major. The family has remained hidden since Ted's scandalous affair was exposed during his and Nicole's anniversary party, so Anita and Vernon may decide it's time to go out and enjoy a meal together and quiet up the naysayers. As embarrassing as the situation is, Nicole didn't do anything wrong, so there's no need to stay behind locked doors. As the Dupree's family remains tight, Anita and Vernon may suggest the entire family go to the country club in united solidarity with Nicole to let everyone know that Leslie and Eva did not get the better of them. Beyond the Gates spoilers imply that the Duprees may be down, but they are never out, so they'll likely keep their heads held high as the entire group breaks bread together and proves they are all a force to be reckoned with together. Hey babes, welcome back to Gossip Delight. It's your girl Daisy, and trust me, today's tea is scorching, steamy, and absolutely unmissable. Buckle up, because we're diving straight into the drama. On Beyond the Gates, Bill has just had his name dragged back into the Dupree's affairs. After Danny goes on attack mode, Bill reminds people that making an enemy of him isn't the wisest course. Danny Dupree went straight to Bill's house after tearing into Ted and went straight for Bill's jugular. Bill had to listen to Danny vent about how it was his fault that Nicole's heart was broken. Bill reminded Danny that Ted had slept with Leslie, not him, and that if he had gotten his hands dirty, it was only because that was what the Duprees paid him to do. Danny looked a little stunned when Bill ramped up and stood to his full height. Bill then told Danny in no uncertain terms that when he was put on retainer by the Duprees, he was expected to fill a specific type of role, and that meant getting his hands dirty so that the precious Duprees could keep their hands clean and present their image to the world. And as always, the Duprees had come to him to fix something, and if that notion offends Danny, then she is more than welcome to take it up with the ringmasters, the great Anita and Vernon Dupree. Bill has been the fixer behind the scenes for many years, and not wanting the Duprees to get too far ahead of themselves, Bill calls up Smitty, Martin Richardson's husband, and back in the game as a reporter. Smitty gets the call at the bar in Uptown, and immediately he heads over to Bill's place. Once there, Bill reminds Smitty that favors make the world go around and that they could both be helpful to one another. And a friend or an ex-friend could help, and that's all it takes for a smart man to get ahead. Smitty doubts how that could be so, as they have their legal team where he works. Bill then cuts to the chase and tells him it would be wise for Martin to remember they were on the same team. Smitty, looking very shocked here, asks what that is supposed to mean, and Bill just looks him dead in the eye and tells him that Martin will understand. That scene right there was fun to watch, and will have Smitty's investigative mind spinning like a hamster on a wheel. And no doubt Martin will be asked a few questions later at home, just what he needs after the week he's had. But to Bill, that's Martin's problem to deal with, as long as the Duprees remember who they are dealing with. Pop that champagne, because we've got some exciting news to share. CBS announced today that it has renewed the new hit daytime drama Beyond the Gates for a second season. The groundbreaking new series is part of the popular CBS daytime programming block, which includes the long-running #1 and #2 series, The Young and the Restless, and The Bold and the Beautiful, respectively. The series premiered on CBS on February 24, and since its debut, Beyond the Gates has improved the time period plus 48% in broadcast viewership. Additionally, Beyond the Gates is up plus 67% in multi-platform viewership from last year's time period, and beats ABC's General Hospital by plus 7% among W2554 on broadcast. Beyond the Gates is set in a leafy Maryland suburb just outside of Washington, D.C., in one of the most affluent African-American counties in the United States. A posh gated community with winding tree-lined streets and luxurious mansions to call home. At the center of this community are the Duprees, a powerful and prestigious multi-generational family that is the very definition of Black royalty. But behind these pristine walls and lush, manicured gardens are juicy secrets and scandals waiting to be uncovered. And those who live outside these gates are watching closely. These are the places where our characters live, love, work, and play. Those who have made it and those who haven't are all trying to navigate life, and some with more grace than others. Beyond the Gates is broadcast on weekdays on the CBS television network. Full episode streaming of the series is available on Paramount Plus and CBS TVE. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Tuesday, May 13 tease that Martin begins to unravel the truth, spurred by a haunting memory that could destroy the family's legacy. Secrets and lies always have a way of coming out. Those of us who have been watching soaps for years know this. Look at how Nicole's whole life has turned upside down now that her husband's long-buried secrets have come to light. Apparently, Ted isn't the only one in the family keeping secrets. Martin has one too. One that is sure to rock his family. Since the show's debut, Martin has been plagued by dreams that seem to reflect a memory he's desperate to keep buried. BTG spoilers for Tuesday's episode say Martin begins to unravel the truth, spurred by a haunting memory that could destroy the family's legacy. It must be pretty scandalous. Meanwhile, Jason Vendries makes his debut as Kenny, a mysterious stranger who begins watching Vernon and Martin, but no one is sure what he wants. Elsewhere, the Duprees reclaim their power with a defiant appearance at the country club. This is after their big gathering to celebrate Ted and Nicole's anniversary went south. And as for Eva, she makes a final plea for her mother's love, but that's not going to go over well considering Leslie is struggling to keep her past friendships intact. So what do you think Martin's secret is on Beyond the Gates? Beyond the Gates is set in a leafy Maryland suburb just outside of Washington, D.C. The series centers around the Dupree family, a multi-generational affluent African-American family in a gated community. The show airs weekdays on CBS. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates on Monday, May 12, 2025. The last few days in Fairmont Crest have been wild, one revelation after another. Ted betrayed Nicole, Kat, and Martin, and well, the whole Dupree family. Danny is after Bill Hamilton for his part in the betrayal, and righteous or not, she is going to vent on Nicole's behalf. On Monday's episode, the Duprees reel from a cascade of betrayals, and it will take some time to weigh the next course of action. For Eva Thomas, her whole world went upside down with the Richardsons after the drama at the country club, caused by her mom, Leslie. Shunned by everyone after the fallout, kicked out of her home, Eva has nothing left to lose. The only hope remaining is that Ted hasn't ostracized her as well. Everywhere else she turns, a door slams in her face, and in Monday's episode, Eva scrambles to hold onto what little she has left. Other than Ted, only Thomas, the young lawyer from the offices of Bill Hamilton Esquire, will talk to her, and even that comes with problems. Thomas is Kat Richardson's boyfriend, and she hates Eva. With Kat wanting to find answers to a whole lot of questions, her encounter with Leslie sets the stage for a week of suspicions and testing relationships. Leslie has thrown Eva out of the house and, in her anger, either tells Kat or lets Kat believe that Eva ran Laura off the road some weeks ago to ensure her position as Nicole's assistant would be available. Will Leslie also try to throw Eva under the bus for the poisoning and continued hospitalization of Laura too? So far, nothing seems too much for Leslie to be capable of, and like Eva, she has nothing left to lose. On Monday's episode, Kat's growing suspicion sets the stage for a reckoning that threatens to fracture the family beyond repair. Can Kat get the answers in time to avoid yet another family crash? All eyes will be on Kat this week as she searches high and low to make this all make sense. Beyond the Gates 2-week spoilers for May 12 to 23, 2025 see Anita Dupree scheming to defend the family, Dr. Doug McBride completely ruined, and Andrew Richardson thrilled about something. Monday, May 12th. Catherine Kat Richardson is suspicious about Laura's accident. She suspects it is no coincidence that Eva Thomas happened to get the job, and it put her in the position to infiltrate Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson's life and Dr. Ted Richardson's life, and then blow them up with the help of her mom. Kat's right to question this timing. We all know who did it. And not only that, Dana Leslie Thomas even snuck into the hospital to complicate Laura's recovery to buy them more time. And Kat on the case, and we know she's like Nancy Drew Jr. detective. She's going to figure this out. Meanwhile, the Duprees look for a way to move forward after their latest family scandal. Vernon Dupree and Anita discuss how to heal their family and get past this. Anita is willing to do a little bit of scheming and strategizing, but Vernon suggests something she's not open to. Eva is devastated by her mother Leslie's rejection, but grateful to get to know Ted, who is stepping up. He's providing for Eva. And it looks like Ted is financing a new lifestyle and a new look for his new kid. Tuesday, May 13th. We've got Eva reaching out to Leslie, who is absolutely hateful to her daughter, accusing her of choosing her new father, Ted, over her. Leslie is, of course, jealous that Eva has a new look and a new life financed by Ted. And Leslie just tells Eva flat out, just forget me. Like she's just cutting her daughter off. And speaking of forgetting things, what Martin forgot could destroy the Dupree family. Something that he can't quite remember, but is haunting his dreams is very bad news. It's a memory, something he doesn't know. Looks like Vernon and Bill Hamilton know exactly what it was because they work together to clean it up and cover it up. But lies like that don't stay hidden forever. Meanwhile, the Duprees head over to the country club and sit down and basically face down anybody who dares speak out against them. They are going to be a united force in the face of chaos on Beyond the Gates. Wednesday, May 14th, Danny's back in the sack with Ander. but their time as a secret couple is coming to a close this week. Nicole voices her suspicions to Danny and wants to know exactly how close she is to Ander. Nicole demands to know what is going on with Danny and Ander. And Danny and Ander talked about taking their relationship public, which seems like an insane proposition. The optics on it are bad just because of the family ties, even though they're not biological. And if Nicole digs it up before they come clean, that's not going to be pretty. Meanwhile, Kat wants to destroy Eva and make sure that the family will never ever accept Ted's new kid. Eva, meanwhile, is hoping to get to know her new family now that Leslie has ditched her. She didn't have much before. She only had Leslie, and now she's just got Ted. The Duprees stick to their faith in the family's future, but new revelations could rock them. There is more dirt to come out. We've got the Martin stuff. We've got more truth bombs about Leslie and Eva stuff. There's just a lot going on. On Thursday, May 15th, we're gonna see Ashley Morgan realizing that her letting Derek Baldwin move in is wreaking havoc on their relationship and things get worse soon. And if her mom drops by again and starts trying to arrange stuff, which neither of them want, it's going to get even worse. Meanwhile, Leslie tries to frame Eva for her running Laura off the road that night. Remember, she was on the motorcycle. She ran her right off. But I think Kat is too smart to fall for it. I think she's going to be tempted by the idea that Eva did it. But in the end, it's not going to add up for Kat. She's clever. Beyond the Gates spoilers, see Eva is feeling lonely because Thursday is her birthday and she's hoping for a connection. I wonder if she's going to run into Thomas Tom Navarro again. I don't know what game he's playing by flirting with her while carrying on with Kat. And I do wonder if Eva's dad, Ted, will celebrate her birthday with her because it would be her very first birthday with her father in her life. And that same day on Thursday, watch for Keith D. Robinson to step in and replace Morris Johnson as recast Turtleneck Ted. Friday, May 16th, Pamela and Danny get to work on building their new modeling agency, but this is a risky business proposition. And Nicole wants to change up things and may do something big and bold in the wake of her marriage to Ted imploding. Meanwhile, Kat may be the one to expose Leslie's crime. She definitely wants to out the terrible woman who hurt her mom, Nicole, so terribly. She's not letting Ted off the hook, but she's definitely blaming Leslie for recent events. Meanwhile, Doug's luck has run out. It's been run out for a while, but now it really runs out. His debts are too much and Joey has him right where he wants him. All right, the week of May 19th through the 23rd, we're going to see Nicole struggling. Her life was gorgeous. It has now fallen apart in the wake of finding out about Ted's betrayal. In his mind, this is something that happened 20 years ago. In Nicole's mind, this is something that just happened. So I think that's part of, the disconnect there. Ted knows he screwed up, but it feels like a million years ago. And I still wonder if Bill is going to be facing more backlash for the dirty things he did if what Leslie said was true. And I personally believe them. However, interestingly, Nicole may actually not hold a grudge against Eva because she was gaslit thoroughly by her mother Leslie for the past 2 decades, and she's a victim in this as well. Nicole also will not appreciate what Danny is doing with Ander. So the question is, will they keep hiding it? Will they call it off? I don't think they will. Meanwhile, Kat feels threatened by Eva and Ted's growing relationship and this growing bond between them. Kat's not happy with Ted. There's a lot of drama there, but in the end, we'll see if Ted can convince Eva and Kat that there's room enough in his life for both of them. Leslie may take drastic action as her crime against Laura is getting closer and closer to being revealed. Doug is absolutely stunned by Joey's plan, which is so much worse than just having his wife, Vanessa McBride, repay his gambling debts. And of course, if you remember, Joey wants to use Vanessa's real estate business to launder his money. That's why he let Doug pile up all that debt.